YouTube, what is up? James Biggie here, and this might be the last YouTube video I make for a little bit. And the reason is, if you haven't been following the news at all, I live in Florida, and if you have seen the news, then you know that Hurricane Irma is a real thing, and it's going on right now as we speak. And this is what it looks like as it passed over Cuba as a Category 5 hurricane, which is the highest level of hurricane that exists, with winds at 160 miles per hour toward the eye here. Yeah. Earlier projections of this hurricane had it coming around. Here, I'll just use this generic map here. Earlier, it was supposed to be projected to kind of come up Miami and then go straight over the center of Florida, which for where I live would have been a better scenario, just because as it goes over land, it loses strength, and by the time it got up to me, which I live right around here, it would have weakened a bit. Now they've projected it to go west. So it's going to kind of come up the coastline and just right over top of where I'm at. As of their projection at 11 p.m. Friday evening, the 8th of September. Well, that being said, the reason I might not make YouTube videos for a little bit is because this is the power outage prediction. And right where I'm at, in the orange here, there's a 30 or 40% chance that I could go without power. And in a couple of little red dot areas, 40 to 50% chance that I can go without power for some number of time. That blows. Not looking forward to it. Other than that, the storm surge along the coast where I am, 3 to 6 feet. I don't have to worry about that because I am a little further inland. I live like 5 minutes from the coast here, but I'm on the opposite end. I have a lot of stuff between me and the water directly. So the storm surges, 3 to 6 foot waves coming up around the Keys, 8 to 12. That's pretty brutal, and 15 to 20 down here as it came through on its way to Cuba. Pretty brutal. Wind gust. I'm not really close to any of these areas relatively, but I would expect it to be somewhere similar to Orlando or Jacksonville. And then obviously the alerts, the watches and warnings for tropical storm and hurricanes. I'm right, I believe here is Hernando County where I live. Gotta look out for that. I mean, it's obvious that I'm going to have hurricane and tropical storm conditions. And then here's the winds, which is the biggest kicker in a hurricane situation. The wind is the worst part. The rainfall sucks. It's not great. It's not ideal because of flooding and stuff, but the destruction is caused by wind. And right here in the purple, as you see, is right the fuck where I'm at. So that's pretty rough. 90% chance of tropical storm force winds. So we're going to get some heavy wind. Tropical storm force and Category 5 hurricane force are a little different. And by a little, I mean a lot. But still, that's what we're dealing with. Here's the 11 p.m. Projection. And like I said before, it was supposed to come straight up the middle of the state, and by the time it got to us, it would hopefully have weakened. Now, it could skew anywhere from this end to this end of that cone, and if it sticks west, it's going to strengthen and come right over us. If it stays more east and gets over land, we may be in better shape. I hope that we end up in better shape, obviously, but that's what I'm dealing with. Um, the atmosphere around here, not weather-related atmosphere or the hip-hop band atmosphere, but the way people are reacting around here is pretty absurd and pretty weird. There's a lot of panic happening, and I understand it to an extent, but I'm always the sort that doesn't panic. I try to take things one thing at a time and kind of handle and anticipate and work things out as they come and try to solve problems when they're presented. Thinking about what can happen is healthy to an extent, so you could try to be prepared, but just thinking that the sky is going to fall and every wrong thing's going to happen isn't going to help anybody. Trying to get gasoline is next to impossible around here. It's sold out all over the place. They've closed the port of Tampa, so there will not be any gasoline shipped in through the port of Tampa. So theoretically, the only way to get gas is if it's driven down from the north, which I doubt. There's going to be much more traffic southbound. I was lucky, was able to fill Allison's car and fill my truck. Allison works at a gas station. She works at a Speedway. And luckily enough was able to tell me to get my ass over there and fill up, because they had 700 gallons when she texted me. And that was at about 6 o'clock today. I got over there to fill up around 6:30. By the time I got there, they had 400 gallons. I left, got back to work, got settled in. And by about 7 o'clock, they had 0 gallons. So, it's pretty intense. It's a lot going on. Water is not easy to come by either. Bottled water, that is. Food and stuff like that, hard to come by as far as non-perishable items go. We stocked up. Excuse me. We were able to make it to a store to stock up on some water, stock up on some canned goods and stuff like that. And we've devised our plan, and our plan, I think, is to just ride it out. At this point, getting on the roads is basically screwing yourself into getting stuck on the roads. So, to try to head north and get into traffic right now, not a great idea. So we just play the sit and wait game. I'm not panicked about it. I'm certainly concerned. But when you live in Florida for 30 years, up until this storm, up until this point, the area of Florida where I live has not been hit by a lot. Generally, we have a high pressure system from the Gulf that pushes hurricanes. If they come from this way, they either ricochet and go up the coast, or they come in below us. If they come in through the Gulf, they either hook up through the Panhandle, or like come around us and go into like Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi area. Katrina, one of those. We've generally been safe, but this projection has it like right up our assholes, like straight up the middle of where I live. And that's rough. It's definitely bothersome. It's worrisome. But every time they've been like, this is the one, it hasn't been the one. This might be the one, but we just gotta try to hold it down. That's all. We've got plenty of water and stuff like that. to last for, a little bit for the two of us and our dogs and cats and stuff. I hope everybody else does. If I see another person say, I'm praying for Florida, or I'm praying about this hurricane, I'm gonna fucking scream. Prayers didn't stop it. Everybody that saw it when it was out in the Gulf over here a few days ago were like, oh, praying it doesn't hit, praying it, it stops, praying it weakens. It's fucking here and it's strong, and your prayers did nothing. being the realist and the atheist that I am, you're not gonna pray away the hurricane, just like you're not gonna pray away the gay and make gay folks straight again, or you're going to pray that you win the lottery or whatever. It's not gonna change anything. The hurricane is coming. I'm not panicked, but I'm aggravated and irritated at how people are acting, and that's part of it. Hopefully, we don't follow in Houston's footsteps and end up getting as wrecked as they did. Excuse me, it's been a long day. This wasn't meant to be a It's Late rambling podcast. It was meant to be a legit, like, this is the shit I'm doing today sort of video or whatever, but yeah. Oh, here's the rainfall forecast, by the way. Where I'm at, we're projected 5 to 8 inches as of right now, through Tuesday, which it's been worse. So yeah, that is it. I may be without power for some time, so YouTube videos aren't likely going to happen. That said, I'm going to charge my camera, and I'm going to grab my tripod, and I'm going to try to, if opportunity presents itself, to film some of this hurricane happening. And maybe I'll cut together a video or a montage of the shit we've had to deal with in this next coming week or so. Hopefully, we get through it and we have minimal damage, minimal power loss, and maximum recovery. But who knows? To my friends outside of Florida, I'm envious of you right now, but yeah, either way, who knows? Maybe this shit will just blow up the whole state here and screw up this whole situation and give me a real excuse to leave Florida and move out of Florida. I doubt it, though. Yeah. Those who don't know what it's like to prepare for a hurricane or to deal with a hurricane, it's weird. People are acting strange, and I wish everybody the best out there, all of my friends locally. If you need any place to be or things go bad, let me know, and if I can't help you directly, I'll try to find somebody that can. Everybody south of me who's going to see this stuff before me, good luck, guys. Yeah. Pretty much it. That's all I've got. If you see me sooner than later on here with a new video, then you'll know that things are cool. As the availability of internet and electricity comes and goes or whatever, I'll post updates on Facebook, Instagram, maybe even YouTube. Maybe I'll record phone videos from YouTube if I can get service, and keep my phone charged and all that. But yeah, Hurricane Irma, fuck you. You suck. Hopefully we can get through this one and fucking anticipate this next one lined up behind it and see what happens. Either way, the whole Southeast, keep your eyes peeled, get ready. To my friends in the Carolinas, North and South, my Georgia people, I know a handful of you guys, anybody in Alabama, even the edge of Mississippi, looking at you, Rick, Sam, guys at Cape Fear Tattoo up there, the South Kakalakis, my friend Carly Crocker, and a couple other folks there in Myrtle Beach and surrounding areas. Yeah, you guys, Atlanta area, Brandy Smart, be safe up there. Prepare now before the madness takes over and all these idiots start buying up all the water and gas. I don't know how it is up there, but if this thing scoots the coastline and gains power before it hits the panhandle, You know, Atlanta could get just as fucked as we are. So everybody be ready, be prepared, and I wish and hope everybody a safe journey navigating through the aftermath of what will have been Hurricane Irma. I'm not praying for you. I'm warning you, be prepared. Don't waste your prayers on hurricanes, guys. You're not going to steer them away. That's it. Either way, I'm going to work tomorrow. I'm doing a tattoo tomorrow. I have an appointment. I had one appointment cancel. Understandably so. I get it. You want to try to have a little bit of extra money for whatever does happen. No problem. We'll reschedule it. But I'm going to work tomorrow to do a tattoo. Then I'm probably going to come home and finish up the last little bit of battening down the hatches and ride it out. So, James, Biggie, that's what I'm looking at right now. Good luck to all of you, and I'll talk to you hopefully soon.